everyone, welcome back to Vintage Car Spotlight, the show where chrome, pins, and tailpipes come to shine. I'm Big Al, and today we're looking at one of the weirdest, most wonderful oddballs to ever hit the road, or the water. This, my friends, is the Amphicar Model 770, part car, part boat, and all 1960s optimism. The Amphicar was built in West Germany from 1961 to 1968. It's not a concept car. It's not a movie prop. It's a real production amphibious car that was sold to the public, mostly in the United States. Designed by Hans Trippel, it was marketed as the car that swims. The 770 stood for its top speeds, 7 miles per hour on the water and 70 on land. That's optimistic. The Amphicar used a rear-mounted 1.2-liter four-cylinder engine sourced from the British Triumph Herald. It made 43 horsepower at driving the rear wheels, or when in the water, twin propellers under the rear bumper. It had a unique transmission system allowing you to engage forward or reverse gears for both land and sea, sometimes simultaneously. The whole thing was watertight with rubber seals and bilge pumps. Here's the thing. It wasn't a great car, and it wasn't a great boat. On land, it handled like a bathtub on roller skates. On water, it was sluggish and not particularly seaworthy. Yet people loved it. It was charming, it was unique. And it was the only civilian amphibious car mass-produced in significant numbers, about 3,878 units in total, with around 3,000 in the United States. Even President Lyndon B. Johnson owned one. He loved to scare visitors by pretending his brakes had failed as he drove straight into his Texas lake. Today, Amphicars are collector gold. A nicely restored example can fetch between $75,000 and $125,000, with pristine models crossing the $150,000 mark at auction. Parts can be tricky, and maintenance is constant. You're dealing with an old car and an old boat, so everything from rust to prop shaft seals needs your love. Here's the bureaucratic kicker if you want to own one today. It usually needs to be registered as both a car and a boat. That means 2 registrations, 2 sets of fees, and 2 plates. In many U.S. states, you'll need to get it inspected by both the DMV and your local watercraft authority. Again, that varies from state to state. Some even require boat safety decals and a Coast Guard approved gear on board. But the reward, you get to drive straight into a lake and wave at the jet skiers like you're James Bond. The Amphicar may have been flawed, but it's unforgettable, a rolling tribute to the post-war dream that anything was possible, and if you're lucky enough to own one, you're driving a piece of history, and floating on it too. Thanks for watching Vintage Car Spotlight. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what obscure classic you want to see next. Until then, keep the chrome polished and the bilge pump working.